right, taking a look at Jill's ad here. Let me point out some of the biggest mistakes I'm seeing that are slowing down y'all's results. All right, let's get into it. First thing we always look at is the text. All right, so is your asphalt looking cracked, faded, or worn out? Pretty mess. Okay. Okay, so number one mistake I'm seeing here is solution focus. Solution, solution, solution. That's a mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe talking about the solution, number one, is the best way to bring in buyers. Now, the short-term consequences of this lead with solution, lead with solution, lead with solution is we're actually going to get fewer qualified leads than we could have, and we're actually going to get more bad leads than if we were not making this mistake. People messaging us, not responding, or not being the right fit, or ghosting us after they get the quote, things like that. And that's it for mistake number one. Now let's look at the creative. All right, so we got an after shot here. All right, so an after shot, it's okay. It's only half a mistake. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is believing that buyers only care about the after shot, and that's not true. It's 50% correct, but we're missing the other 50%, the second part. And when we make this mistake, the short-term consequences are more people scrolling by our ad when since we're making 50% of this mistake, if we were not making the 50% of this mistake, we'd have more people staying here, reading the ad, getting pre-qualified, higher chance of getting buyers. And then now down here, mistake number three is having any text below the ad. Always, always, always a mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is Facebook has all these fields and tells us to fill them in, and we do it, but believing what Facebook says is the mistake because Facebook recommends what is best for Facebook to get money, not for us to get results. So it's going to, in the short term, cause us to waste money on ad spend, burn our wheels, churn our wheels, not know where to turn to do things right, and kind of think of throwing in the towel on Facebook channel entirely. Now, what all three of these mistakes lead to long term is, we lose the acquisition channel of Facebook to our competitor paving companies in the area. They get more attention, they get more conversions, they get more clients, more buyers, more case studies, more reviews on Google Maps. They also, that leads to us, losing market share, contracting, and potentially even going out of business. So next week, I'm opening up a one slot for a paid 1-week trial where I will choose someone and we'll go through and fix the mistakes that I see in their ads. And fixing those, I believe, will give a much higher chance to bring in more buyers at less ad spend. So if you're interested in being put on, I'm only sending this info out to people on the interest registration list. So if you would like your name to be added to the interest registration list, shoot me a message back